Tony Finau, 2 under 68. Tony, can you start off with some comments about how your round went today?
Yeah, I thought I played pretty solid all day. I kept it in the fairway for most of the day, and it's a golf course from the you can play from the fairway. So I was really happy with the way I drove it, and I think my score just kind of reflected how I drove the golf ball. I was able to hit greens and just make a couple putts.
Was it as gnarly as expected from around the greens?
Yeah, I think I don't know exactly how many greens I missed. I didn't get up and down on number 2 after a good shot, but it's definitely getting there. It's not as firm yet as I think that it's going to be on the weekend, but there were definitely some dicey pins already today. But as expected, there's going to be dicey pins all week.
How has the course changed compared to Monday?
Yeah, it's slightly firmer. I wouldn't say it's crazy firmer, but it definitely is firmer and faster. So I expect that to continue as the days go on.
And how much were you able to hit driver today?
Yeah, I hit driver quite a bit. I don't know exactly how many, but I didn't hit any 3-woods. I was either hitting a 3 or 4 iron, or I was sending drivers. So, yeah, I thought playing a little bit more aggressive on a day like today, where it was a little bit more gettable, was a good game plan.
What was the best shot from today? Shot you're most proud of?
Ooh, well, the best shot actually didn't end up in a good spot, but I flushed a draw 5 iron on number 6, which was my 14th or 15th hole. I think it grazed the hole and ended up going over the green. I made par, and then 15, I think my ball just kind of grazed the left edge. I made par there as well, but those are definitely the 2 best shots I hit today.
Do you think the width of the fairways is an asset for you this week?
Yeah, I think I'm driving it well. I drove it well today. Again, this is a golf course you have to hit it in the fairway just to give yourself a chance. That doesn't mean that you're going to hit the green, but you're going to have a lot higher chance hitting it from the fairway than anywhere else. So I definitely was just happy with the way I drove the golf ball. So then I just allowed myself to allow the golf course. I could be patient hitting from the fairway. You're hitting from the rough all day, or I guess the bushes or the sand. It's going to be a short week. You're going to be here for 2 days. So I was happy again just the way I drove the ball.
What was the toughest pin you saw today?
Ooh, there are quite a few. I mean, number 1 and number 2 right out of the gate. Number 1 is the toughest green on the course, so it doesn't really matter where they put that. You can have great shots go right off the green. Number 2 was pretty dicey. I hit a shot. I think that ended up maybe 4 or 5 paces right, pin high, and trickled all the way off the green. So obviously I knew that was going to happen, but those are just a couple. There's plenty more I'm sure going to be throughout the week.
Tony, writing about Lovick, I mean, his first U.S. Open round, and
Yeah.
I think he hit every fairway almost, if not, maybe not one. But what did you think of him out there today?
Yes, he's a stripe show. It's the first time I ever played with him, actually. Never played with him in a practice round or in a tournament round. So we had a great time out there. I thought we both struck it really nicely. And he's far from a rookie. I mean, he's not your average, first guy playing in a major championship. He's been on some of the biggest stages already and has shown he's going to be a world-class player. So it was a joy to watch.
Tony, does getting one in red figures around here change at all the approach going into tomorrow or the rest of the weekend in terms of not being in a position where you feel like you have to chase a number?
Yeah, getting off to a good start in any major championship is important. And I think U.S. Opens, if you can post a red number early, it's a golf tournament that I think you said it right on the button. I don't feel like I have to do extra and chase guys down. I'm right in position, I feel like, after round 1, which is key and if you're trying to win a major.
Tony, you hadn't played in the 2014 U.S. Open here. Do you remember watching anything about it? Do you remember what 24 felt like?
Yeah, I remember watching a little bit. I don't know if I watched a lot of it, but I do remember it looking a lot more brown and yellow. So I think they haven't let the golf course get to that yet. Who knows, what they're going to do on the weekend, but as of right now, I think it's a little more green than it was in 14.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks.